Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I've got some fun stuff ahead for you. Well, fun or spooky. Um, there's been quite a lot of activity. So rather than go back in history just yet, I'm going to do some more recent stuff. So then we can lead into that because the stuff that's happening right now has got to be disclosed. It is insane. I've never even. I don't even know how to explain it, so I'm just gonna let you watch it. But it's pretty intense what's happening. The other night, I think I counted 300, 400 demons plus. It's ridiculous. And it's only getting more intense as it goes on. And, basically, based on this new evidence, I'm changing the name to Poltergeist, Demons, Angels, and Aliens. And actually, it's either Angel or Angels. I think it's just one for now, but you'll see what I mean by that as we move forward over the next week and I start posting more videos. I think you'll be able to make up your own mind on what that thing is that's down there. Um, that's what I think it is. But as long as you watch the four prerequisite videos, I know they might have been a little tough to get through because I was pretty emotional during that whole thing. I mean, it's not been easy for me. I'll tell you that right now. This has been a blood gutty disaster. It's damaged me so heavily. I'm shocked I'm even still alive to be disclosing this stuff to the world. But here I am, so I might as well do it while I'm still alive before these demons come in and wipe me out. It's exactly what the BS camp wants to have happen. That is their modus operandi. Um, Most of the really intense paranormal events started to take place around March 22nd. 2 days after my now former best friend, John, turned worst enemy, was kicked out of the house. And then, so I think really the best thing to do is start by taking a quick sneak peek at the basement camera live, like what's going on down there right now, and show you guys what's going on because then you see, it's gonna be pretty blatantly obvious what's happening. So we'll do that, and then and it's during the daytime too, which is good because I don't care if it's daytime or nighttime at that place. It is non-stop. It's pretty intense at my house. So get ready for that. And of course, if you haven't joined the mailing list, if you want to have updates on, because now we're going to start diving into the paranormal content, you probably want to sign up for my mailing list. And emails will be kept private, not shared with anyone. Effectively, I'll just use that list to do one thing, and that's send out an email and let you know when new updates will be posted, so you'll be first to know and first to review. I think some of this stuff is definitely headline news on an international scale that's going on. It's just mind-blowing what's happening. So, you guys can be the first to see it, no doubt. And then, of course, I've been damaged irreparably out. Like I said, I don't even know how I'm still alive. But anyone willing to offer donations of any amount so I can continue to do this and expose the truth to the world, that would certainly be greatly appreciated. And then I can get some more cameras down there and all throughout the house, actually, and a few other things that are needed. So I'm accepting Cash App donations, whichever I love, or BTC donations. So either way, just let me know. And my addresses are also going to be posted in the description of each video. For that, and I have received a few donations. Thank you guys so much, whoever it was, guys, ladies. That's awesome. And I did get a new camera, so now what we need to do is try and figure out how we're going to approach this. There's so much content. I don't even know how to explain it to you. There's so much stuff. It's absolutely insane because by the time I start going through one, the stuff that's happening like now, it's like I have to focus on that. So, I mean, I'm one person over here, right? So it's been a very challenging set of events to keep up with everything. And I'm sure I'm missing a lot of stuff too. But there are thousands of videos. I mean, it's insane. I can't even explain it, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and dive in. And we'll just start doing the paranormal stuff. And then you guys can make up your own mind, here a few months out after I get enough stuff posted. You guys can make up your own mind and figure out what you think is going on down there, provided I'm still alive. I hope so. And if not, well, then at least, I got some of the truth exposed to the world, and the rest will have to happen by someone else, I suppose. But nonetheless, time to dive in. Enjoy. All right, so that was definitely one of the most intense orbs I think I've ever seen. In fact, you'll be able to see here. I'll trace over throughout the various segments and do freeze frames, and then obviously zoom in and zoom out and show you where various spaces are, so you can see demons and the angel or angels. So that's angel right there. That's a space. It's pretty amazing, actually. I'm blown away by how accurate that camera is picking stuff up. It's pretty phenomenal. The hard part is when you get in these spaces, they have like so many different perspectives on them. It's like there's five faces in one. So it can get really difficult to try and figure out which one's which one's the demon, which one's the. It's hard, and you'll see what I mean by that as we roll forward. I'll try and place these little sunglasses and mustaches and things like that just to kind of give you perspective on where to look, because if you don't know where to look, then you're going to be lost in space on this stuff. My eyes, as you know, are changed, so I can see these things pretty easily, but this was amazing orb. In fact, you can see its wingspan. If you look right there, actually, is a great shot where you can see the wingspan. If you can't see the wing, then I'll have to annotate it, but it should be fairly easy to see. Just look right to the going up in the upward direction from the green sunglasses, and then it kind of makes a hook going down. You see wherever you see it kind of like aberrated there a little bit. It's kind of that's the wing. But we'll jump into a few other videos here in just a sec. This is just the end of the video at 426. So it spins around and it locks in, and you'll see an image right there. That is definitely a demon right there. Yeah, you can see it. It's pretty evil looking there. So I mean, the ones that look fairly evil, those are demons. Ones that don't are probably the angels, and you'll be able to tell after a while. It just takes a little bit of time to get used to these things, especially when there's hundreds of them. Now, this was an interesting recording. 428. 2 days later, this pulsing light on the table. That seems like it's playing with a camera. And there's a lot of stuff in there. Like when I first saw this, I had no idea what to even look for. I didn't even know those things were in the background. Now I know what to look for. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there on April 28th. You can always, of course, scroll back and look at the sunglasses and see where they're at, and then move forward and pause and go back and move forward. And you can go through each object. You'll see why I put them there. There's a few that I didn't put in there because it was just getting too dense. Sometimes I'll put some in, take them off, and then lay in another round, and take them off and lay in a third round. If it's getting too densely populated, because there's hundreds of it. It's ridiculous. I don't even know how to explain it to you. You can clearly tell which ones are demons, though, versus the angels. So we'll get through that here in just a sec. And so yeah, it was a pretty interesting thing to have happen. Next, we're going to jump into the bright white mini star, because I think that was a pretty critical event that occurred. I've never seen anything like that before. This white sphere just comes in out of nowhere and starts, ripping demons into shreds. I'm like, yeah, look at that. And that's the angel. And the hard part is to actually be able to determine if it's. You'll see what I mean, because at one point you can't even tell, is it the angel or is it a demon, because they seem to have like two faces. It's very complex, but after a while I was able to actually nail it down and figure out what was going on. It's not easy. For example, you can see its wings right there. I can see the wingspan. I'm pretty sure you guys might be able to see it too by now, but you can see there's the angel face, but then there's the demon face right there, and he's a nasty looking demon, right there in the front of the door. Look at him, those nasty teeth. Urgh. He is just a nasty one, and that's one of several. Hundreds of them. I mean, probably even thousands. My whole house is entirely infested with demons. It's ridiculous. But look at this white side. Now, you tell me if you've ever seen anything like this floating around your house. This giant white mini star that's extremely bright. This is 12:14 p.m. Right? So let's see how many demons you could spot in this room right now. And then just take a chance to look around and see if you can see any. And then I'm going to go ahead and annotate some for you so you can see. But I already see several of them. See if you guys see any. That'll be interesting. And if anything else, if you don't, this will help you to learn how to see them. Oh, there's one right there. Right there. Angel or a demon? That's a good question. What do you think that is down there? Can you even see where I put the sunglasses at? Can you see the image? If not, just roll back and keep doing it until you do. And believe me, you will see it. It's pretty blatantly obvious. Now, right there, that's a nasty one right there. Wait till you see when these things pop off. You'll see its teeth showing. Yuck. He's a mean little looking guy, isn't he? I mean, all these guys need obviously go see the dentist. So it's pretty it's mind-blowing what's going on in that basement. I don't even know how to explain it, but that white star right there, I mean, I've looked everywhere online to try. I mean, I've seen orbs like you just saw. I've never seen anything like this thing before. This is like, the size of a large beach ball, right? And it just pulses light out, pulls light back in, and whenever demons come around, you hear it start making this like electric faux, like a light pulse electric sound that reflects off of surfaces, and it just nails them. It's pretty amazing to watch, actually. I'm not sure if I put any. There might be something in here. We'll see. I have so many thousands of videos of paranormal events recorded. I had to figure out like which ones to sort of group together and kind of show you going into present day, and then we're going to roll back and bring it into present day from March 22nd, because that's quite the story. When you see that, it's amazing what happens and how this thing just accelerates. And now, I mean, the house is literally infested. No matter where you go, in any corner, there's a demon. Not to mess with me though. I'll knock them right in the snout and punch their teeth out. But at the same time, while you're sleeping, I mean, you never know, what these things can do. So I have my faith in God, though, and that's what matters. That's what matters the most. Nothing else matters more than that, because if you have faith in God, nothing can stand against you, because God will be on your side. If God is on your side, then I don't care what it is. Nothing can stand against you. A billion demons can't stand against you. So it's pretty obvious the BS camp were kind of ganging up on me and trying to find a way to, put me in my early grave, and I haven't died yet. And, I'm still going to expose the truth about all this. And it needs to be exposed, because these people, they're really bad people. I can't believe they're not all locked up in a mental insane asylum. They should be. FBI turned their heads. They didn't do shit. The SEC lied through their teeth. They're full of shit. And it's like, they use their little political connections effectively to run roughshod over anyone who they want to and then get away with murder. It's bullcrap. All right, so check this out. So it's where it starts to get confusing, because you'll see when I expand upon the image, one looks like the angel, but then right next to it, it's the demon. And it's like you can see the wings right there now. That's a great action. Wings are spread right in front of the door. It's amazing. I'm like, wow, there's the wings. So, yeah, to get to these to get to these areas, you literally have to spend countless hours going frame by frame to find where really good captures were done at. And there's thousands of events, so it's me doing this fairly solo. It's been challenging to keep up with the pace. But yeah, I mean, oh yeah, this is all the various sunglasses everywhere. We all remember this from a child. Scooby Doo. I was a huge Scooby Doo fan, and whoever did that at the beginning of Scooby Doo definitely must have known about what demons look like when they infest the house, because it's exactly what they are. They're a bunch of eyeballs everywhere. I mean, these huge eyes. It's really interesting. I don't understand what it is with these guys in their eyes, but here's the wings right here. If you can see them, if not, wait till those things disappear. Little animations just kind of show you what direction to look in. And then when they go away, you should be able to see. Okay, so there's the face, the angel there. And it'll go away here in 1 second. There we go. Now you should be able to see the wings once it pops off. There you go. So if you look at the edge of the wing, you can see like the sun coming over the wing on the left-hand side there, And it's got like little spots on it. It's amazing, I'm like, what the hell is that, But, check this out, because I wanted to kind of show you guys how bizarre this is. Because also, with that face of the angel, there's a demon in there. So, you don't know if it's the demon pretending to be an angel. Is it an angel pretending to be a demon to attract them? Is it an angel or a demon? I have no idea, But, I mean, I do. I know now, but at this point in time, I'm like, what the hell is that damn thing? 'Cause you really couldn't tell. But boy, man, these are nasty, nasty looking demons. You'll see in a bit. I'll point them out, and they're not nice looking at all. They're not really scary to me at all. Like I said, I mean, whatever. They have terrible teeth, and they have these eyes, and they can get really big. No doubt about that. They can take up an entire wall, but at the same time, what's that going to do? I mean, the BS camp has already slaughtered me so hard in every direction. These demons can literally tear off my arms, and I look at them and laugh. Seriously, that's not a joke when I say that. I've been put through so much torture by these people. You have no idea. It's ridiculous. It's insane. I can't even believe they're still getting away with this shit. And the FBI's turned their head, and the SEC is sticking up for them so they can get away with theft. Even though I disclosed all this, they decided to obstruct justice and violate my civil rights under color of law. It's a criminal conspiracy. It's pathetic. Overall, what these guys have been doing to me is heavy violations of RICO. It's criminal racketeering when a group of people gang up together on one guy and try and destroy him in every direction, which they've effectively done. But still standing. So I figured I might as well, before these demons maybe possibly do kill, I might as well get in there and start telling the truth about who these people are, what they've done, so you guys can see that this could happen to anyone. This could happen to anyone. There's more than just their group out there, but they're probably the worst out there, no doubt. They have both a personal side and a political side. So go ahead and take a moment to read that. I'm sorry, personal side and a corporate side, and they use their political connections to get away with shit. Is what they do. There we go. Now check this out. This is pretty cool. Coming up here. See his mouth moving right there? Yep, there he goes. He was just talking. He's talking right now. Whatever he's saying to someone. That usually whenever he something like whizzes by like that, um, that usually means he's getting ready for an attack, and you'll know because that sphere will come out of the room and start pushing pulses of light out. And it's actually his face coming out, and I captured it a couple times, and I'll show you. But he also does this in another way where he camouflages himself up against the window, which is absolutely amazing. You can also see, his reflection there, which is pretty awesome. So he's coming back out now to do something. Yeah, he's pulling back. He's getting ready to do an attack. Watch this. He's pulling light in and pushing light out, and pulling light in and pushing light out. I mean, that's like a mini singularity. It's like a black hole. How the hell are they doing that? That's insane. So try and see the eyes. It's really important. If you can see the eyes, then you can pretty much know the depth, distance of the eyes across, and figure out what the dimensions would be. So, but there he is, right there. He's out there. He's looking up towards something. So he's gonna pulse light. I don't know what he sees, but he sees something up there, and he's gonna nail his ass. I'll say that's also the bright light that scorched my eyes. Interestingly enough, I might get into that a little bit later, but there's a possibility. I'm not going to even say that that's the case, but I've seen the markings of the spiked headband that was put on Jesus around. I mean, you can see it sometimes in the images, and I'm like, I did a mapping of the shroud that he was wrapped in, a shroud of Turin or something, whatever it's called there, and I got some images there and that were to scale and put them up against the images here and did an AI test, and I'll give you the results of those at the very end after, probably a few months out or so, however long it takes to get through all the stuff. Because I still want to do some further testing on that before I say anything, but I'm just going to say right now that it is a possibility that it could be. And if it is, boy, that's wonderful. I mean, I don't know too many things that look like a mini star floating around your house, irradiating white light. It's pretty amazing, right? I've never seen that before. Look, there he is right there. You can see where the inward pointing arrows are at the eyes, and then the downward one at the nose, and then the other downward one down low is kind of the chin. So you can get a kind of a feel for the dimensions of the face there. That's actually a really good shot of his face. I'm trying to clean that up a little bit and do something else, but yeah, it's been something else. I'll tell you what, if this angel didn't show up, I probably would be dead by now. I'd go down fighting, that's for sure. I'd swing, punch, grab them by their horns and crack their fucking horns off. But at the same time, how can one person fight up against 1,000 freaking demons in the room? That's the way that's the way the BS camp plays. They're unfair. They don't give a shit. All they care about is their own greed and their own power hunger, because they're pieces of worthless shit. They don't care about the hard work that people put into things. They don't care about anybody but themselves and their own little group. And boy, oh boy, you don't join their group and they come in to try and steal your stuff. If you don't bend over and let them bang you up the ass, then they're going to come in and force it up your ass. And then if they can't force it up your ass, then they're going to come in and kill you with black magic. Bastard punk bitches. I just can't believe that they'd resort to something like that. It's pathetic, But then again, it's known to happen. But I don't care about their black magic, because their black magic is from weak people, from weak-minded fools. And weak-minded fools can only conjure up what? Weak demons. That's what I told them. I've actually had face-to-face conversations with these little bastards. And I told them, I was like, look, this is the house of God. My heart comes from love. I don't know why the hell you're here. You're here because I was framed. These people pretty much stole everything I owned. They ripped off my company's technology. They ran roughshod over me, lied to me, cheated me, slandered me in the public worldwide. They ruined my relationships, personal and professional. And, they've, gotten other people around them to join in on their little crusade to destroy Jerry, me, and it's just pathetic, you know. I mean, when that many people have to gang up high-powered lawyers, business executives, bankers that sit on the people that sit on the board of banks, things like that, when they got to gang up on you and destroy you in every direction, and then sit back and act like you're not going to be able to figure out who it is, they're full of shit, dude. I'll tell you right now, because it's easy to figure out who they are. It's just a matter of whether or not the FBI will get off their fucking ass and do something about it before I do actually end up dead in the gutter. But the fact of the matter is, I don't need the FBI. I don't need the SEC. They're full of shit. All I need is God on my side, and God is on my side, and that's proven here. Else there would not be an angel in my basement running around blasting these demons away. They were coming and torturing me at night. They'd scratch my arms and made me bleed out of my eyes, literally bleed. Blood dripping down my eyes for weeks. It was pathetic. I'd go to the emergency room 3 times from these little bastards, you know. Then again, at the same time, it did change my vision. It made it a lot better. But it was a painful time for recovery, and now I got blue eyes, not brown eyes, and that happened in a matter of seconds. So yeah, let's see, we're getting ready to come up on some really fun stuff here. You guys are gonna like this stuff coming up. So I think I'm just going to let you guys watch for a little while, and I'll jump back in here in just a second. But I think if you guys focus a little bit on the stuff coming up, you're gonna really like what you see. All right, so this is the portal, and I chose to do the inverse image because it's a lot easier to see than the other. I will, of course, when I roll back and come forward when I hit, May 23rd, because there's so much content that I got to go through and edit and things like that to make things easier for everyone to see exactly what's going on. This stuff takes a long time. It's a lot of time and effort, but at the same time, it's something I think the world needs to know about because I certainly never knew about this stuff. I mean, we see it in sci-fi movies and stuff like that, but we never realized that it actually could happen in our house, which is rather interesting. But at the same time, if you look, something I never noticed before until actually just now, which is an interesting image. There's aside from the orb that came up out of the portal, out of the edge of the portal there, and spun around the pole there, and then kind of into the wall. If you look, you'll see the angel is there. There's a portal above the angel, and the angel is looking down at what looks like a demon coming out of the portal there. I think this is rather interesting. I mean, maybe there's two portals, one from above that comes from the angels, one from down low that comes from the demons. I have no idea. You're just looking at the picture here, you can see there's one on top and one on the bottom. So, and the angel certainly seems to be, his head is connected to the one on the top there, it looks like, or maybe it's just that he's happens to be in that position. I have no idea. Like I said, I'm not experienced in any of this stuff, but nonetheless, I can see the demon there, and I'll put some shades on it here in a second so I can show you exactly what's going on there. And I mean, overall, it's pretty amazing to see what's going on. I just don't even know how to explain this thing, nor do I know how to, how to even close it. But actually, you know what? I'll do that when I get to the other video, the actual original video. When we bring it forward, I'll annotate that because I know this is probably getting pretty long for everyone. It's probably approaching 45 minutes by the time it gets done, and there's still this last part, which was on June 4th, where I provoke the demons pretty heavily. And, I did so with the anticipation of getting a reaction. Oh, boy, did I get a reaction, all right. This is going to be the first provoking I did of them, where I was literally calling them out as little wussies and, how they came from weakness and, come on up here and let me see what you got. I'll tear your fucking horns off your head, that kind of stuff. And, oh, yeah, you want to see activity? This one, it reminds me of something out of the movie Evil Dead. I'm not joking. You're going to be blown away. This is probably one of the most intense EVPs I've ever seen online, let alone it happening in my house, right while I'm there. It's going to be rather interesting for everyone to watch. You can't really tell which being is talking. There's so many entities in that room that are moving around. I mean, it's like the whole room comes alive. It's rather interesting. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and this will be the final part of the sort of the future events that have occurred. There's so much more stuff that's happened, but like I said, I really need to get back to March of March 22nd, 2020, and then move it forward from there, because you're missing a lot of stuff that lead into all this. So, and it's pretty intense paranormal activity. I mean, one of them is actually pretty scary. It was one of the EVPs that we got. And when you guys hear that one, when I get to that, I'm sure you'll understand exactly what I mean by scary, because it's definitely not friendly, that's for sure. But nonetheless, thank you guys so much, and enjoy this last little bit here. An EVP that was on June 4th of 2020, around 5:45 a.m. I was awake and messing with the demons, and this is what they had to say back to me the first time around. I did this like 4 times around, but this was the first one. So thanks so much, and hope you guys are enjoying my new channel. Please sign up for email, and please like my channel as well. All right, thanks, bye.